Alright, friends, subscribers, internet strangers. What's up? Welcome back to the Bearded Picker channel. I'm your host, BP. Well, got a confession to make. I have bought views. So, is it against terms of service? Do I feel guilty about it? Hell no, because I have got them here to show them to you. Let's look at the Kodak stereo transparencies. I bought a... I should have been more prepared than this. This is what happens when you're now running two computers. That's about 50% of the slides in the yellow boxes. I bought the slide, the digital converter, and so I've picked out 170 slides or so that I thought were pretty dang interesting. And so we're just going to take a few minutes just to go through them, and because a lot of people were because these are from one family, and they were from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. So, and they evidently were a little fluent for the time, because you'll see in there's pictures from airplanes in the 1960s. You know, they were in DC, they were in Paris, Atlanta, California, Mexico. So there's pictures from everywhere, and lots of landscapes, lots of stuff. So, hey, without further ado, these views that I bought for $10, hey, let's look at them. What did you think when you clicked on the thing? Yeah. BP can have some fun, right? Alright. Here we go. I don't know what the heck got into Grandma, but this just happened to be the first picture that I was testing with, so like, oh, why not? So a lot of the ones that had cars in them I thought were pretty cool. I do not know what these cars are, what types they are, but you know, anything that had cars in it, this is that looks like Royal Alabama. Looks like I could find that today. No idea what that is. Or that. You'll see some of the pictures that got a little grain and little fuzz to them. So, you can barely make out the name. It's an H-I something. And, yep. I picked that one because I thought it was cool. I have no idea what it is. There's a train. I got that much. I just thought that building was cool. I believe this one was from 1980. There was some that from 80 to 85 that I put in here too. I think this little batch right here, until you get to here, because you know that car is not from 1980. Some of them I recognize, like everybody should recognize the palm trees out west. But the thing that's cool is not only is that an iconic picture that everyone recognizes from Hollywood and out that way, but then you see the cars off in the distance, and then you realize, you know, that's not today, though, because a lot of those houses are still there. That craftsman style, a lot of those houses are extraordinarily cool. But yeah, there's no idea. Hey, even I know that's a windmill. It wasn't the ducks. I couldn't see what kind of car it was, and I was like, what in the world is that on that car window? Y'all see it? Oh, the ducks took a dive. There's somebody's kid, but anything with a car kind of stuck in here. And the neighborhood we lived in Wilmington, North Carolina, had houses very similar to this. We had a house that it's like 1,500 square feet. It had a single car garage. It was built in 1961, so it could have been in any of these pictures. Yeah. I didn't know what was going on with the animals here, so I thought it was neat to see a Christmas and in a tree from, this was like 57, 59, somewhere in there. Look at the couch. Look at just the cool retro stuff. Look at the little stool. Awesome pictures. It was the car, the reason why I picked this one. Lookout Mountain. We're pretty close to here. It's like 80 miles from here. I've never even been up there, so I don't know. All this stuff probably still looks like it. I'll go. One of these days, I'll make it a Lookout Mountain. One of these days, I'm gonna climb that mountain. Yeah, I know I'm old. That's an Alabama song. Just like the house. And another one. But see the car with the big fans over there? Oops, they're upside down. I think these are. I think this is maybe in Paris. Who knows? I don't have any idea what that is. There's a big picture of it. And something round. This is the fabulous. Looks like SUT. Let's get it on the next one. Sutros. Look at those cars. That's why I put this one in there. That building is very neat looking too. Everything back then had style. Everything was different. People built very different. You know, everything now, unfortunately, looks the same. I just like the bell tower. That's Seal Rock. I don't know where Seal Rock is, but I think it's in San Francisco Bay. That's Seal Rock. This might have been the picture of Stanford. I thought that was cool. The old train where they used to have in parks. I remember those from my childhood, even though I was not. That was from the 60s. I was a child of the 70s and 80s. The boats. Thought the train was pretty cool. And the church. I like the old case tractor. That's why we did this one. I can't read that. That's somebody's visitor center. Hope you guys are enjoying this. The tricycle is pretty cool. There's another picture of a Christmas tree, and I just like that kind of. There's a lot of these pictures. I didn't look at a ton of these. I just picked out some that were kind of interesting. I don't know where that dude is. It almost looks like Vulcan in Birmingham, but it's probably not him. And some of these might be inverted. I was still learning the. I know this is from the Smoky Mountains. I do remember that on the back of the slide. Okay, here we get the famous homes. You see the convertible. I think that's a convertible. It's pretty cool. But this was maybe Judy Garland's home. One of these, either that one or this one was Judy Garland's. There's a couple of famous people's homes. That one was too. They were written on the slide so I can better identify them. I've just forgotten who the ladies were. One of them was Alan Ladd. He was a famous actor in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And the note on this one says Humphrey Bogart driving away. So I'm assuming that black convertible has got Humphrey Bogart in it. But that was the note on the slide. And then one last of somebody famous is home. Just one more cars. This is a parade of some sort in Los Angeles. So I picked out a few of them. The land grant something. I don't know what that is. Some more pictures. There were quite a few pictures of the parade, I admit. Griffith Observatory. Jody and I were there. We didn't stop because it was closed the day we picked to go there, but kid. Some of these you can't. They're so small. They're smaller than regular slides. It's hard to see. But the stereo slide just means. VP, how about you just grab us one? These are the oldest ones. I guess I might have to. I don't think you guys can see me. Sorry, I'm doing this on one computer. These are the oldest ones with the redback Kodak redbacks. But as you can see how she wrote on them? A lot of them just have more information. This one was from 10/30 of 1955, so almost Halloween of 1955. Even I wasn't born then, so it's hard to see what they are. You can kind of see. So they were. Let's switch things back. All right, moving along. We got quite a few of these to go. There's an Indian somewhere. You know, it doesn't take a genius. It's 66. I probably should speed up a little bit. So this is not 3 hours later. Anybody recognize the Eiffel Tower? This is definitely Paris. This is Paris, I believe, in the 80s. 80, 81. You can see all the Peugeots. I recognize that BMW, but there's a Peugeot is a French car. Dang flies. And there are some of Versailles. I just haven't found them yet. The Arc de Triomphe, something. I'm assuming that's a picture from above, from their hotel room, or where it might even be the Eiffel Tower. Who knows? There it goes again. So this was from 19. It was the early 80s too. These ultralights, I just thought they were neat. And then there are some more other pictures of planes. These are not nearly as old. This is from, I say, from the 80s. The Volkswagen thing. I just like the pictures of the planes. I'm assuming that's the Roman aqueduct, viaduct, whatever it is, the Roman highway that carries water to. A bridge somewhere. It says it right over there, but my eyes. Even with these things on, I can't read it. Nope. Oh, kid again at Christmas. That might be the same freaking picture. This was the cool one. This was from 1960. This is at a passenger airliner in 1960. I thought this was really cool. So, alright, we're going to put that to sleep. But, you know, you don't think about it. In the 60s they had passenger jets, and that's out the window over the Rockies, I believe is what it said. Maybe it was the Alps, but that's a foreign airport for sure. Pretty cool picture from back then. The other plane must have been over the Rockies. You'll see it in a minute. Man, back in the 50s and 60s, they didn't have cars. Kidding. This is some kind of ship. Just like the cars. Look at that wagon. That thing is bad ass. Look at the boat too. You see the wood boat out there? The bridge. Looks like it's. If I had to guess, that looks like it could be DC. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. There are some pictures of DC coming up. Anybody recognize that one? That's pretty easy. That's Niagara Falls. That's the Canadian, I believe, the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. And I was just there last year. I have a video. You can search back the playlist if you want to see Niagara Falls. And here comes some DC pictures. The Lincoln Memorial. I like this one not because of the kid, because that's an iconic back end of a car. That should be a 57 Chevy. The license plate was 57 too. I like this picture. I like the fact that it's the Washington Monument with the National Mall. But the cars, look at the cars. There are a lot of car pictures in this so far. There's the Capitol building. This is incredible. Love it. The Marine Monument here in DC. Jacob and I were there as well when we were on vacation there. Another picture of DC. My favorite place in the whole city. Arlington, the Tomb of the Unknown. But it's just amazing if I go back and look at my pictures where the cars are parked now. That's like an all open out. There's no parking. You have to walk into there. And you'll see in a minute how close they let you get to the guards before. That didn't happen anymore. What's up, big fella? I don't know where that was. Oh, kid on the slide. But remember, this whole lot of slides was $10. Or, I'm sorry, stereo transparencies. There's Herbert Hoover State Park. Or Herbert Hoover just Park. Cool buildings, cool cars, no clue. I'm sure a lot of you are going, but BP, it's this. Yeah, love the two vans. I know y'all are shocked that I like vans. Look at that airplane. You better recognize that. I'll give you about 10 seconds. Churchill Downs, 1960. Dark picture. Some of them I couldn't see. I don't know what plane that is. Looks like foreign writing. Just like the old cars. Look at that stroller. Is that not cool or what? He's ready to go though. Alright, buddy. Another observatory. I think that was outside of Phoenix. Sims building. Yeah, a lot of these are these outdoor shots are near Mesa. Thought it was a pretty cool shot over the hill at the water. Some of these coming up should be Mexico. All right, that's the one over the Rockies. And there's like 4 or 5 of them, but I just picked one for you. I'm venturing to guess this is Long Beach. I like the creepy roads that the trees grow over. That was Dave. I think this is one of the cooler pictures. With the NBC, Tennessee Ernie Ford show, the car, the way they're dressed. I just thought that was really cool. I have no idea where that was, but you can get Chinese. More landscapes. I know that one definitely is in Mexico. And guess what? There comes something up. I believe they're training to bullfight. I believe that's what this was. There was several more pictures on that as well. Eeyore, what's up, buddy? Look like you're taking a little siesta. The houses, cool. I have no idea where that was. See how close they are at the Tomb of the Unknown. You can tell it's early too because the Tomb of the Unknown for the Vietnam War is not there. It's only 2. I like the car on this one. The old Oldsmobile. Alright, well I hope you have enjoyed looking at those slides as much as I did. Just cool to look back at a different time, to see familiar places you've been, and how much they've changed. It's just, and a lot of them with the houses and everything, how much they've stayed the same, which is even other than the cars have changed. Hell, you can't say the clothes have changed because it circles around so much that although we seem to be wearing a little less clothes other than that. So hey, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed the slides, hey, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Love to have you. Make all kinds of videos on retail arbitrage, garage sales, travel. And next week, Sunday night, getting on a plane, going to Maine. and I will document that whole trip. I'm gonna do a little bit better job of slowing down and making some videos and just showing you guys, what it takes to go on these trips. This one's a little different. This is one of the first times I have flown with the purpose of only sourcing. I had flown to Denver and sourced, and then went to a conference and then came home, but never just, hey, I want to go source Maine. And so I'll go over the cost differences and cost stuff as first one of the videos, just to show you why I chose to fly, other than, man, it's 1,300 some miles up there. All right. Hey, appreciate you. Roll Tide. See you in the next one.